Uh, yeah, hi Jackie. I know she's driving. So where's the fountain? Fountain.
So, Tony Robbins, you know Tony Robbins?
Mm-hmm.
So he co-founded this facility called Fountain Life. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 years ago, they opened their first location here in Naples.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a biohacking longevity clinic where they focus on cellular longevity and also they do all this body scans and blood work and they do the bone density test and they do we so just last July, Florida was okay to do what is that called? When you can take the stem cell research and
Mm-hmm.
injections. So Florida is one of the states that was just made legal to do that last year. And so our facility does some of the top stem cell in the world. And so it's just up right by Trader Joe's. Do you know where that is?
Mm-hmm.
Right on Tamiami?
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Hi, Lynn. Welcome. All right. Welcome, Lynn. Lynn, welcome, Jackie. Jackie knows a little bit about Buteyko. Lynn, hey, girl. So
Hi.
Lynn, hi. Lynn is coming to our retreat. So I try to bring up her
I'm
to
so
speed.
excited.
Yeah, to
Uh,
a little bit to speed. And I don't know who is the iPhone, but welcome, welcome. All right. So it's 8:01 and let's start it. So I want to talk about Dr. Buteyko method, just very briefly what it's all about, because you probably know about holotropic breath. Hi, Bengta. Oh, hey, hey, Davy, it's you. Hi, Bengta.
Hello.
Awesome. Hey, so Dr. Buteyko is a Soviet Union doctor who discovered these amazing principles that when you start to breathe deep, you create a host of different cascade of different diseases. But when you reduce the depth of breathing and you have a light breath, not a deep breath like you, Daniel, usually use in your sessions as a yoga teacher, and what Bengta and Jackie knows with Dr. Joe Dispenza, he used hyperventilating type of soma breath. Unfortunately, this will eliminate very powerful carbon dioxide gas, and this gas participated in 50 different reactions. So, very quickly, two principles of Dr. Buteyko breath. It is relaxation and light breathing. This is to nothing else.
Mhm.
So we have to have very light breathing, like I put a feather in front of you, and you technically cannot even notice the movement of the feather, or if I put the candle, the flicker is not it you not blow off the candle light. That is how light the breath should be. And hey, hey, Carla. Nice to
Hi.
see you. Hi. Carla is also coming to our retreat. So beautiful. Um, and in the preparation for what we're going to have as a third part is a wellness. Hey, hey, hey. Good to see you. So let me share why light breath is important. Why holotropic somatic breath hyperventilation is so damaging to human body. It is based on, let me see very quickly, I try to do screen share right here. Bear with me, it is a very important part, maybe a little bit technical and physiological, but without this you will not understand the importance of light breathing. And this is not a session. I teach people to breathe on a regular basis, not just sit in a session and you go and do your whatever merry way. So this has been discovered by Viriga, and then Bohr discovered this 100 later. It was discovered in 1800 something. that when you breathe in the air inside your lungs, the air comes into the blood vessels. And what happened there? The oxygen that inside of the air cannot flow freely. It has to be attached to something. And this is something is a hemoglobin cage. It's a part of your red blood cells. Each hemoglobin has 3 to 4 oxygen. And this oxygen is delivering to every single cells, every single mitochondria. Unfortunately, when you breathe air in, it's saturated with oxygen. It's 21% of oxygen average in the air and only 0.03% of CO2. CO2 is important because this is the key that open hemoglobin cage and let the oxygen come into cells. And the CO2 is produced inside of the cells by our living and breathing. So in order to preserve CO2, we should breathe very light, and we also have to move to create this CO2, okay? So if you blow off all your air out during the hyperventilation, which is mean deep breathing, in and out, or fast breathing, CO2 is not available for oxygen to get inside the cells. And in this case, with the abundance of oxygen, you can see in your pulsimeter, you always have 96-98% of oxygen. Every single cells in your body will suffer from hypoxia. And this is one of the reasons when we have holotropic or holotropic breath with open mouth, our mouth, it's like a big door in a beautiful house, cannot control how much air coming in. And we have 2 beautiful windows, which is nostrils, that can control our air, that can make it more moisture if needed, or filter or sanitize. So this is kind of like has a mechanism that control how much air coming in. With holotropic, you cannot have control. So you completely blow out all air you needed to preserve CO2 inside of lungs. And in this case, you don't have anything left for your cells to go, your oxygen to go inside the cells. So this is, hopefully you can understand the principles of why deep breathing is devastating. Okay, so let's go back to regular, stop sharing. We will do some exercises. Okay, so what I'm teaching, and then with hyperventilation with Dr. Joe Dispenza, for example, we're doing fast breathing, and then we hold. Okay, that's the one of the techniques Dr. Joe is using. What happened during that part, even we breathe through the nose, we get so much air, but not enough CO2, we shut down our prefrontal cortex completely. And in this case, when nobody home, body kind of become in its own and started to release some type of trauma. However, if psychologically the body is weak, it will not be able to sustain this kind of hypoxia for too long. Okay, so this is kind of preliminary. I don't want to poo-poo any type of breathing. So my teaching is on a daily basis, we need to learn how to breathe very light and at the same time to be relaxed. Because why we have hyperventilation or deep breathing? Because we stress out. You've got something in your email, you've got the boss, you've got some negative events, we watch TV and we started to hyperventilate. Not maybe like this, but blood pressure started to go up, cortisol is go up, adrenaline is go up, and we started to breathe more deep than usually. So main principles for Buteyko: relaxation and light breathing. And now we're gonna be doing just right now like this, okay? We're gonna use same music that Dr. Joe Dispenza used. But before that, I wanna show you how the breath of regular person, healthy person looks. You breathe in, out, and pause. In, out, and pause. The sick person breathe like this, up and down, no any kind of pause. So we're gonna program, I know Jackie, you drive, but it's okay, I do recording. We're gonna program our brain right now, breathe in, out, and make pause. It might be able to be millisecond, but it still will be a little small pause. So let's do that. I'm gonna share again. And let's do this. Okay, so this is a kaleidoscope. We're gonna watch into the center of kaleidoscope, and we will repeat specific wording that I'm gonna tell you. You can say inside of yourself, it doesn't need to be loud. I will be repeating. So there is me, and you concentrate on me. There is pause, and you see if you have pause. And there is a relaxation, and you sit down and try to relax. Your shoulders relax, your face relax, your tummy relax. Try to have that feelings, okay? But before we start, let's just close eyes for a second and track your breath. You're not influenced, you just check. When your inhalation starts, how long your exhalation? Do you have the pause in between? Before you start your next cycle. In, out, any pause, it will be great. If not, we're gonna program it right now. Now let's open the eyes and start to look at the center of kaleidoscope, but also like defocus a little bit. And start to repeat, there is me.
There is me.
You can talk to yourself. I will be saying, and you just kind of follow the prompt. There is me. Attention on me, on yourself. There is a pause. See if you have a pause. There is a relaxation. Try to fully relax. There is me. There is a pause. There is a relaxation. You will be breathing a little bit faster, so go at your own pace. But this is the mantra you're gonna talk. There is me. There is a pause. There is a relaxation. There is me. There is a pause. There is a relaxation. There is me. There is a pause. And feel full relaxation. There is me. There is pause. There is a relaxation. There is me. There is pause. There is relaxation. There is me. There is pause. There is relaxation. Kaleidoscope creates alpha and theta brainwave, which are very suggestible. So you can program in any positive affirmations you want. Now we're learning how to breathe light in relaxed state. There is me. There is pause. There is relaxation. There is me. There is a pause. There is relaxation. There is me, concentration on yourself. There is pause. Notice if you have a pause. And this relaxation, fully relax your shoulders, your face, your belly. There is me, there is a pause, there is relaxation. You create your own kaleidoscope and start to program yourself for any positive affirmations. There is me, there is a pause, there is relaxation. Okay. How do you feel now?
I was ready to fall asleep. Yeah.
Yes, because we so stressed out, we constantly try to react to the world and predict our next step. So this is super important to be in the relaxed state, decompress, and be in the now more than anything else. And when you start to breathe with the Buteyko breathing by accumulating CO2 with some specific exercises that I have on my Telegram channel, this is just a little small tidbits I show here, but you will be able to accumulate CO2 level a little bit higher than your normal right now, and you improve more than 50 different reactions in your body. You started to lose weight. You will be having the view on the world in a totally different way. Nothing will be trigger you as it used to be. You will be proactive, not reactive. Autoimmune disease disappeared on certain level. Allergy disappeared. GI tract issues gone. I have a clients with whom I work and who had cancer. So the realm of possibilities is just endless. Dr. Buteyko tested more than 106 diseases that has a clinical background and shows that 96 to 98% of patients has been completely healed with this, just with the breath alone, no medication. It was a clinical study done. None of the breath work had this background as Dr. Buteyko. But let's do another one. I wanted to experience you as a light air hunger. Yeah, Carla, just a second. You
Okay.
have a question. Oh, okay, go ahead. Okay, let's do it.
Well, I'm just wondering if I'm doing it right. So when I breathe in, or this is me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm breathing in, and then I take a pause, and relaxation is breathing out.
Now you breathe this is me, and you breathe
I'm
in and out, and this is pause. Because if you
ah,
remember, yeah,
that's why
be
it wasn't as
healthy.
comfortable as
In
I
and
thought.
out, and this is pause. In and out is out. It's okay. It's okay.
Where's the relaxation part?
Relaxation, you just in the between, you just try to relax. You have to be constantly relaxed. Remind yourself.
So breathe in and out, and the pause. Okay, so
Pause, and then
I was doing it
okay.
wrong.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, that's a.
We
I'm glad I clarified.
Yeah, I'm happy. So let's try to accumulate a little bit CO2 right now. How are we doing? There's a few different methods. The simplest one, it is we gently exhale and pinch the nose. So you can pinch like this or like this. And you wait until slight air hunger. And when you open, and try not to open your mouth. If you open the mouth, you started to breathe too fast, that means you're overdone. So let's try to do a little bit. Literally 2-3 seconds, you close and open. Close and open. And you only close after you have light exhalation, normal light exhalation. Why we do on exhalation only? Because inhalation, it's a sympathetic fight and flight response from the system. Our diaphragm is very, very constricted. When we exhale, it's a parasympathetic way of breathing, and our diaphragm is relaxed. Since the principles to be constantly relaxed, we hold this on relaxation. When we relax, we hold. Okay. Any questions? No? Okay, so let's breathe in, out, and hold for a few seconds. And then again, in and out at your own pace. Exhale and hold. And then restore your breathing. Exhale and hold. In and out, in and out. Exhale and hold. You can tune to your own sensations, what you feel. Do you feel you become more calm? Do you have maybe some irritation is gone, maybe some pain is gone, headache, indigestion? Because during this exercise, if you do properly and if you fully relax, you can eliminate some signs and symptoms that you can have on your daily basis, including some pain. Because carbon dioxide that you are accumulating while you're doing exercises with accumulation has the property of vasodilation, it dilates your blood vessels. It also delivers oxygen all the way to the fingertips everywhere. It stimulates your receptors, all receptors in your body. It improves the circulation. It creates clearness in your mind, and a host of other effects. I say like more than 50 different positive effects. So I highly recommend start your day 5 minutes just to gently sit down straight, exhale, and do this exercise in and out. on exhalation only. I don't know how about you, but I started to feel my feet become more warm. I have a little bit tingling sensation in my fingertips. So why we have to pinch the nose versus try to hold by closing the throat? Again, it's going to be tension here, and we try to do everything on relaxation while we're holding the nose by pinching. It's less stress, less tension, it's more relaxation for the body. And also when we try even to close our throat by intentionally cut the throat, the air, we still have, how would I say, seeping through. Even you think you didn't, but you still do. The body doesn't want to prevent you from not having any air, so it still continue to seep a little bit air in. So this is the reason we recommend, always Buteyko Method recommend to close your nose by pinching. And when I have some kind of, let's say, watching some webinar, or I do some continuing education, or I walk on the street, I exhale and I walk, and I constantly pinch my nose. However, the second part we will try right now. It's this one was exercise 1A. The next one is a really classical Buteyko. It's a rule of right hand. So start to breathe in and out as we did before when we were watching our breathing cycle. Just watch in and out, in and out. And with the next breath, start to reduce just a little bit. Let's say you were 100%, now reduce the depth of your breathing just a little bit. It's better if everybody will sit kind of straight, because the diaphragm should be sit down in the on the top of your tummy. So and in this case you really will be able to notice the difference in your breathing cycle. Before you was kind of like crunchy and the air tried to go, no, everyone everyone was like this, and the air tried to get in. Now when we sit down straight, but try to relax, try to be still comfortable, and in and out, and breathe just a little bit less than usually, very little. Notice like your tummy right away started to be a little bit crunchy and tense. Relax your tummy, relax your shoulders. Remind yourself we need to be relaxed. Everything okay. We are safe. No need to go and fight with anyone. Little bit in, little bit out. Light breathe in, light breath out. In and out. We always only using the nose for our breathing. As I all saying to everyone, mouth for eating and for talking. And talking, I teach how to speak on exhalation only. You're not gasping your air, you're not gasping air while you talk. You only you inhale and you talk on exhalation only. Inhale and talk during the exhalation. Inhale and speak while exhaling. And this will practice too. We have specific exercises to activate your mind to be able to speak only on exhalation. Okay, any questions so far? How you feel, ladies? You look all relaxed.
I have a question.
Yes, please, Davy.
So I've done this a couple times with you, and it made me very alert of breathing. It made me aware of, excuse me, of breathing. And I noticed, so little children, when they're naturally breathing soft, even in a deep sleep, they will take, all of a sudden they will go with a deep breath. Why does it feel so good to take that deep breath?
That's a beautiful question. How we react when we need to breathe. So our brain has chemoreceptors, and chemoreceptors react not on oxygen, but on accumulation of CO2, carbon dioxide. That's what stimulates our breath, not lack of oxygen. We always have enough oxygen, unless we have some pneumothorax or lung damage. We breathe because we have too much CO2 accumulation, and in generally for children. And when we started to breathe like this, very light, suddenly we want to breathe a little bit deeper. That's good. We accumulate so much CO2 that our body said, oh, get a little bit more air in. Did I answer the question? That's mean your diaphragm relaxed so good, your brain started to work properly, and because our breath should be done only when we want, not when, when we need it. So we always go, oh, there is a breakfast we need, I want to eat. Or there is a dinner I want to eat. We should eat when we feel hunger. We should drink when we feel we're thirsty. We should breathe when we feel we need to take a gasp of air, when we need to breathe in. We usually overdo everything. Over breathing, over eating, over sleeping, over drinking sometimes. So we like everything in the big quantities and qualities. So this way, if we learn to only breathe when we want, not we want, when we need, okay, we need. Okay, let's do this exercise. Right now, just stop breathing and see when you want to breathe in. When you want to breathe in, you gently breathe in. Try to control your, not control your breath, but try to control your attention, what your body wants. Does the body want to breathe? Does your body want to have pause? Does the body want to exhale? We're so disconnected to our body, from our feelings, from our emotions. We only sit in our head, and that's the biggest problem to our society, to the world in general. It's a long answer. Did I answer, Davey? Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I mean, I believe so, because to know that just the soft breathing, as a yoga instructor myself, I have my 200 hour, I was always taught deep breath. Whenever someone was stressed out, I would say 8 deep breaths. So to learn that that's the opposite, it just kind of blew my mind. And to being very aware now, aware of breathing and soft breathing, I had noticed that the times that I wanted to take a deep breath felt so good.
And it's okay. Once in a while, it's okay if you feel it. If you have a light breathing all day long, sometimes you want to take a deep breath, and it's okay. But it should not be on a regular basis. Why so many people not aware about this type of breathing, that we should have a light breath? Think about how much chemo brings every day to pharmaceutical industry. Think about how many medication people buy who has cardiovascular disease, who has a problem with autoimmune disease. This is the answer. Dr. Buteyko was tried to be killed 8 times by pharmaceutical and medical society, and finally they succeeded. So they suppressed this knowledge for a long, long time. Now, but they didn't suppress completely knowledge. They killed him, but the knowledge still lives through his students. And I certified as a Buteyko breath instructor. And this is my mission, to teach people how they can be drug-free and disease-free just through the Buteyko method, through light breathing.
Well, I think that's very brave. I'm going to pray for you.
You think pharmaceutical industry come after me being anti-drug pharmacist? It's okay. It's okay.
Never know.
You never know. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's all good. I think the light forces is actually on my side. I believe that it's all going to be good. And this
Yeah, I
is
agree.
yeah, and this is one of the reasons I want to make as many retreats as possible so people can come located to a nice community where they doesn't need to be bombarded by outside world, and fully relax, fully recharge themselves, fully restore the nervous system, come back home with a huge knowledge how they need to be breathe on a daily basis. And this is possible. This is in 7-8 days. That's what people in Moscow they do. They take the people for 7-10 days and they teach them, and they go home and fully aware and have all tools.
Can you spell it? I can't quite. The doctor's name, can you spell it?
Buteyko, Buteyko, Buteyko.
Okay.
Can you say that again? B-U-T what?
B-U-T is a Tom, E-Y-K-O, Buteyko. I will put this on the chat.
I think I actually saw it on, you put it on somewhere. I saw it.
Buteyko, Konstantin Pavlovich Buteyko.
Right.
Yeah. Brave human soul, or not human, brave soul in the human body. Yeah.
Is everybody that's on this call now going to the retreat?
No. This is some people who are part of my Telegram channel and part of people I know, and they decided to join and learn a little bit more about Buteyko breath. Any more question? I know it's not possible to to say a lot and teach all exercises and in one small webinar. But if you have any specific questions, I will be happy to answer.
I
So
just
are you-
want to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I have a question, Elvira.
Yeah.
So I've been doing Buteyko for a while. I mainly do it. I don't practice it throughout the day like I should, but ever since the last time we were on a webinar, I think, I've been practicing it more during the day. But I have a practice I do for like 20 minutes almost every night. And also, I can attest to the fact that anytime I get a mild headache, I don't get bad headaches, so it would probably work then too. But anytime I get a mild headache, if I do Buteyko breathing for 5 to 10 minutes, the headache goes away, because headache is constricted blood vessels in your brain mainly, or in your neck. And so when you do Buteyko, it expands those blood vessels, and so your headache goes away. Just an FYI, it works for me. Anyway, my question is, a lot of times when I do it, and my diaphragm spasms. And from what I understand, from what I've researched and what I've read, the reason is because my CO2 is elevating significantly doing the Buteyko, and my body's not used to it, so then my diaphragm spasms. Is that your understanding? Is that correct?
That it's actually very difficult sometimes to feel your diaphragm. So if you feel it, that's amazing. It's good. And yeah, I when I do maximal pause versus just a control pause, if I do maximal pause, I hold, yeah, I feel the flatter, so it's normal. But if you want to be more scientific like me, you can get capnograph in Amazon. It's a vet capnograph, much cheaper than human, and you can measure your CO2 level in your alveolar area and see how much you have it. But I believe it's going to be completely okay once in a while. Just maybe slow down, don't do too much, or break it down. Maybe 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, something like this, if it's become uncomfortable. Because Buteyko always saying it should be comfortable and the main things, it should be and relaxing for you. It should not be strenuous.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So so like a lot of times I use an O2 monitor on my finger, like a pulse ox. And so when my oxygen obviously goes down, then I know my CO2 is going up. So is that meter you're using more sophisticated?
Yes, because this one is going to be show you complete CO2, how much CO2 you will have in alveolar air. We're supposed to be having 46%.
Can you write down the name of that in the chat?
Yeah, it's a capnograph. Capnograph. Yep.
Oh.
And there's also it's a vet capnograph, but it works on human. You just need to have the tubes, like you go for the nose, and the pulsometer to attach to this, so to have a full measurement. And you can see also which exercises is helping you and which one is maybe you went too down in your oxygen inside your lungs. So you can
Thank you.
this way. You're welcome. Yeah. Carla, you had some question?
So how often do you breathe?
Every day. I
mean, do you
up.
just at certain times you just set aside, or this isn't how you breathe regularly? Are these?
That's amazing question, because yeah, I have some routine. I wake up in the morning, 5 minutes, in and out. I set up myself, my parasympathetic system is activated, my sympathetic fight and flight down, so I'm ready to meet the world with whatever craziness that's coming my way. And then during the day, I put sometimes, and some people already saw my reels. I go in the kitchen, I close, and accumulate some CO2. Or I started to use, if I don't want to use this, I just put cotton ball in one nostril, and I just go like this. If nobody see me, I don't have to be on a webinar. In this case, I reduce halfway of air coming in. It automatically accumulates your carbon dioxide too, as long as you do not talk and gasp the air in. Okay? If I go on exercise, I cannot even breathe only through the nose. So there's some little small devices you can use it. Actually, this one sometimes I'm sleeping even with this one. In the middle of the night I'm pulling out, but it still helps to accumulate CO2. I also recommend all of you, I'm testing different type of mouth tape. Please use this at night, because during the daytime you do everything correct. You're doing exercises, you accumulate your CO2, you're perfect. You go at night, and I hear, oh yeah, I never sleep with the mouth open. Ask someone to videotape for 8 hours and see, is it true? Because majority of people still have chance. Sometimes in a deep REM sleep, you open your mouth and you breathe through the mouth. And as soon as you open your mouth, you blow off your carbon dioxide that you so hard to try to accumulate during the daytime. And sleeping position also should be on your tummy, because your excursion of your rib cage will be constricted a little bit, so you don't breathe too much. The next best position is going to be on the left side, and the worst going to be, next will be on the right, and the worst is going to be actually not recommended to sleep on your back at all.
Ugh.
During the sleeping on the back, what's happening? You have sleep apnea a lot, you have snoring, and this is the position when around 3-4 a.m. cortisol level goes naturally up, blood constriction happen, cortisol up, blood constriction happen, and people have a heart attack and other cardiovascular events and brain ischemia and so on and so forth. So sleeping on the back, it's the worst position. So I highly recommend to sleep at least on the right. This is right or left side. Best on the stomach, but I know for female, if they've been pregnant, it's very difficult to go back and sleep on the stomach.
That's interesting. I used to sleep on the stomach, but now always the back.
I used to sleep before pregnancy, and after that I could not. Okay.
Yeah, I prefer
That's interesting.
to sleep on my stomach or on my side. I prefer that rather than on the back anyway. So this is good news for me.
Good. Any more questions?
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself while during this session, I'm wondering if maybe that's the reason during COVID that so many people were dying so quickly. They were giving them oxygen.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. For every oxygen equipment hospital has, they got a cashback. They got cashback.
Yes, I know that too. And as soon as they gave the people or put them on oxygen, they would die. This kind of makes sense now. It really makes sense. And those poor people, if they had done the Buteyko breathing, maybe they would be alive.
Yeah. CO2 stimulates immune system, and that's one of the reasons why autoimmune diseases could be treated absolutely with Buteyko breathing. Practically all autoimmune diseases.
Well, I'm never going to stress out if I have a little sinus issue and one of my nostrils is a little closed.
This is what it is. You have to use this one all the time, especially if you're at home alone. You're not talking to anyone, even not talking on the phone, but not on the camera. Please use it. Yeah. Okay.
Great. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And
thank you for being on the call. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's very, very educational. And thank you so much for everything you do. And I think the numbers are growing. And so Big Pharma doesn't have a chance if they've got a big group.
Yeah, we're going to fight Big Pharma. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. And please join my Telegram channel. It's free. Yeah, I put always some kind of...
What is a Telegram channel?
I'll send to you, Carla. I'll send it.
Okay, thank you.
Just send it to me too, please.
Send it to me too. I don't have it all right.
Yeah, send it to me too. I might have had it.
Okay.
Send it to everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you, Elvira.
Night. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Elvira.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you.